Brassel? You tell me that one. Yeah, that one as well. And of course, the lovely, talented, fantastic Keister Money going to be joining us. On our last minute edition, Modus Bonds is out there somewhere. Thank you. All right, we get back to it. I know you got a little volume left in you, ladies and gentlemen. Put your hands together. They're going to do this one for the championship. That fancy leg trophy. Quad squad going for it, involving evictions. They've already done. Trying to see Reservoir Dolls, what they're going to do. Just so happens to be Kentucky Fried is your lead jammer. Mouse very closely behind Pack. Moving around, Shenanigans already in the penalty box right now. She just loves the way it feels. Mouse to the inside, picks up 4 points. Kentucky Fried Carnage calls it, just unfortunately, like we said earlier, a little too late. You can get through and score points until that 4th whistle. Sprout a tail, seeing to follow a path if she can find one. Looks from the outside, goes up in the middle, looks inside. She says, no, I'm going to keep on trying. But in the meantime, out in front, lead jammer. That is Sequin Destroyer. Resdoll strike first blood. Battle Frog now going to the penalty box, so Shenanigans comes back in. Remember, we are still taking suggestions for Pat Gallagher's Derby name. I've got a few more in this pile somewhere. It's $1. It is going to be going to help out a fantastic cause. They help our community. We appreciate them. I got 2 more names. Pat Squatch and Pat Slayjack. We're going to put those in the box and anoint this fine man later today. All right, I looked away for a second, and just like that, I shouldn't have, because Little Miss Behavin' is out in front to become your lead jammer. Remember, she has to get through legally. And first, Lady Hoo-Ha, Hoo-Hoo, is going to be right behind her. Remember, it's all about speed right there. I got a shout out that just says, in general, I love you, roller derby. Heart, sheeby-jeeby. Another shout out to Skunk-Faced Boy and his wonderful cookies. Skunk-Faced Boy has been with us for a good couple of years now. Decided he just wants to leave. He doesn't want to do this anymore. He thinks he's got something better to do than come and hang out with his friends at the Derby and help and do wonderful, wonderful work that he's done for roller derby outside of Madison as well as here. Thank you for all that you've done for us. You will be missed. Hopscotch trying to go to the inside, trying to see if she can get in front to be an obstacle for the jammer, who is not quite caught up as of yet. Both jammers trying to see which way they can go. Unfortunately, one goes right into the middle. Quick whistle, looks like it was forearm contact on the blocker. Good corroboration on that in a minute. Sprout a tail trying to get 10. That was Shenanigans with the forearm contact. Sent to the penalty box, but sometimes it does pay off. Her second trip, as right now, Sprout a tail is your lead jammer. (2425) Atwood Avenue is the home of Bunky's Cafe, where you can enjoy relaxed atmosphere, superb staff, and delicious food. You know what? I haven't been there in years because I moved away. That's the only reason. And I still remember it very, very fondly. Bunky's Cafe at 2425 Atwood Avenue. All right, Kentucky Fried Carnage is going to give it another go around as she is out on the track, but interesting to see sprouting the tail back out there. Oh, that's not sprouting the tail. They're all small on the same side. Nice little bit of work there from number 6, Wipe Out Scout on the Reservoir Dolls. They're now up to 12 points as the Quad Squad sits at 7. Sequin Destroyer again in to see how many points she's going to be able to put up on the board. We'll see how many Lady Hoo-Ha can hold her to. Number 31 in the black for the Reservoir Dolls. Quick shout out to the Quad Squad. Be strong, stay classy. You're number 1 in our hearts from the Hazer clan. Lady Hoo-Ha gets out first to become the lead jammer, though not to be outdone. Beautifully sparkly is Sequin Destroyer, who now has a little bit of advantage at the slip out right there. Tries to edge her out. It's illegal contact. Smart move. Hoo-Ha realizes that right now she's got not a lot to gain, but everything to lose. Decides to call the jam. A very special shout out from a very special member of MRD. Congratulations on 10 fabulous years of roller derby. Love, kisses, and especially spankings from Zsa Zsa Lagore. I have a shout out that says, Mr. Carlson says, I'm not here tonight, I'm in Minocqua. Maybe his ghost wrote that. Whistler trying to get back around to make sure he is in legal play. And that is because he wants to make sure that he also sees that Mouse is the lead jammer. Kentucky Pride Carnage very closely behind her, seeing what she can do. I got a shout out from the Creeper that says, get off my red blanket. A shout out to Maddie and Maisie from MCDS. Keep on rolling, girls. Also to Penny and Molly. I love you guys more than I can say, so I'm having the announcer say it. Lots. Can't wait for Vegas. That is the best dollar ever spent, ladies and gentlemen. You were witness to it, much like you were witness to the fantastic work of Wipeout Scout, number 6. Glock Nash, no. Remember, you gotta leave that in appropriate locked placement. Quad Squad at 7, the Res Dolls at 17. 5 points for Wipeout Scout. Gonna go up on the side of the Reservoir Dolls. AmeriPrint Apparel is all about custom screen printing and embroidery. They are located in Sun Prairie. You can find out more information about AmeriPrint Apparel. Got a few seconds before they line up once again at the 105.5 Triple M Jammer line. We have Sequin Destroyer and Lady Hoo-Ha. Speaking of nasty boys, I want to once again thank our work happening on behalf of Be Cool Entertainment. But these two do mean a thing to me. Nice little bit of a push right there, trying to see if they can hold her back. Oh, we used to call that the Malachi Crunch. Oh, and it pays off. But that, again, excellent call from our referees, realizing that the jammer had cut. The person who knocked her down not only was down out of bounds, was then being sent to the penalty box. So that is where she is going to have to sit. Appropriately named Knocking Jay. Hammurabi, no! Want to give another shout out to our real estate guy and the real estate guy team. And there's a Derby Virgin, the beautiful Vicky. We go with Moomy? Vicky, she's here. Want to thank the real estate guy. You can get more information about what they do. realestateguy.net. Great sponsor for the Mad Rollin Dolls. Want to thank them for their participation. Sprout the tail at 10 inches right now is out in front as your lead jammer. Unfortunately, Little Misbehaving being sent out to the penalty box. You think the Gomers will do this one at Gomeroki tonight? I sure hope so. We'll find out at the High Noon Saloon tonight at our after party. But they call it an after party because we got a party going right now. The Dutch Oven scooting her way around to the outside. Just in time. Do you believe in the F word? And remember, when we talk about the F word here, that is feminism. Like Feminism on Tap on Facebook to find out where the coolest women in Madison meet the first Wednesday of the month. That's Feminism on Tap on Facebook. Shout out to Chop Susie, who I know can still hear me from the old Kickapoo Cloggers. They love you, Chop. Glad to see your last bout here with MRD. Booty Collins falling small, standing on the inside. That's what she needs to do legally. Mouse once again out as your lead jammer, trying to build on the lead. They have 20 points up, as they said, 30 points currently. The Quad Squad at 10, 18 minutes left to play. All right, just like that. Remember, you get some points, you call it. Mo seems to be a little uncertain. What? But Pollywog is holding up 3 fingers. 3 points were gained by the Quad Squad Jammer on that last go-around. Where the mouse likes it or not. 2004 Atwood Avenue. That is where the Chocolatarian Cafe is at. They're serving outstanding chocolate as well as savory items. A perfect combination, a perfect destination. Chocolatarian Cafe. Lady Hoo-Ha trying to take the inside line. She is not going to get past Battle Frog, who is obviously armored up, holding her at the back. Only reason to get down, Jammer on the outside, looking to see Jammer on the inside. Little Misbehaving gets bumped to the interior. That is due to Charlie Hustle, who continues to stay in front of her for just a moment. Lady Hoo-Ha now going sent to the penalty box for a track cut. 30 seconds of power jam. Negated just like that as a track cut follows suit very quickly from Little Misbehaving. Now we don't have anything like a jammerless jam. What will happen as soon as Little Misbehaving sits? As she does, jammer number 1 is released from the penalty box. Lady Hoo-Ha will skate in a power jam for the same amount of time she was in the penalty box. That is how long Little Misbehaving, that is why she is already standing. Little Misbehaving has completed her initial pass. Lady Hoo-Ha trying to see which way we'll be able to. Now remember, this will go for the full 2 minutes because we don't have any lead jammer currently. 2 blockers are going to peel off right now. It's going to thin it out just a little bit. That is Loch Ness and Guac Molly. Interesting combination of names right there. 4 points, followed by 4 points. It negates that gain right there, 41-17. Quarter of the way through this game. Hoo-Ha picks up 4, still going strong. Trying to see if she can get back around in enough time, but she does not have it. That is going to be the end of that jam right there. And a good opportunity for me to tell you that Madtown Printing is Madison's premier apparel print shop and design center. They help us with our t-shirts. That's Madtown Printing. Once again, High Noon Saloon, going to be our after party headquarters, a destination, if you will. They've been voted Madison's favorite live music venue and Madison's favorite place for karaoke, which happens to be the theme for tonight, Gomer-oke. Legendary Madison rock band, the Gomers, are going to be playing live, and you get your chance to sing along. Very quickly up the 105.5 jammer line. That is going to be Thrill Show to become the lead jammer, though very closely behind her is Sprout and a Tail. And again, as we call it, the hit and quit it, get a couple of points, end it right there. 3 points game. Quad Squad trying to inch their way up, just getting past half of the score of the Reservoir Dolls. Plenty of time to catch up. Looks like there are plenty of time to get those names in. Liddy Lux is a possible name. A derby name for Pat Rock and Roller. Somebody wants Dig Man for Quad Squad mascot. I love the randomness of the football being thrown around in the background. Booty Collins is going to go out to the box. Scout very closely behind her. Remember, 30 seconds and 30 seconds. A little bit of an opportunity for Kentucky Fried Carnage to make some more change on our scoreboard. Res Dolls out were very hot, very quick. They've started to cool ever so slightly at 46 right. 14 jams in. Little Miss Fairhaven is the lead point scorer at 11 for the Quad Squad. But we're going to see if Kentucky Fried Carnage can continue to add to the 6 points that she's already got. 3 points, excuse me. Wipeout Scout is back in. She's at the back of the pack. Once again, shenanigans. I think she forgot her gum under the chair the last time she was there. She's just going back to get it. The Heat, now that just doesn't seem right, that the Heat is going to go to the penalty box. Kentucky Fried Carnage being sent now, so the jammer in the other direction being sent. I believe that was a cut. So a little bit of a power jam happening right now for Wipeout Scout. See if she can try and make something happen. Quad Squad not able to gain on that free time they had for a moment. Scout seeing if she can reverse that. Single Destroyer lets her go. Remember, 20 feet. 5 points on that pass. Little bit of time left. We will see how many, if any, points Jammer's going to be able to get for the Quad Squad. And it looks like 4. Shout out to Lil Miss. Your fans will miss you. Somebody wants to put a Meg in the jammer panty. I'm curious to see what a magnitude 10 would be in the jammer panty. Perhaps we'll never know this season. Shout out to Fauna from the dude, Little Lebowski. Happy birthday. Lady Hoo-Ha is the lead jammer. Got a nice track advantage around her opponent. She comes back around. Sigma Story gets knocked down. She's able to get back up, tries to take the inside lane. Gets pushed to the interior by Jean Lane. Nice bit of a block there from Slayhound to make sure she's got an easier opportunity to get back in. Takes a little bit of a hip over that apex. Does not want to get that 5th point. But she is in danger if she can get caught up to right now. Lots of time in which to do it for Lady Hoo-Ha. I like Pollywog's style where she's breathing, like she's gonna chop through some ice, like Daniel-san in the Karate Kid. She's all like, she's gonna cut through all those chunks. I like that. She's gonna do it. I was hand-delivered another shout-out name suggestion for Pat Gallagher. Quad Talker. Interesting. Happy birthday, Conan. or Conan, because that's the way I like it sounds. See you on the ice Tuesday, where you will teach them the riddle of steel. 55 points for the Res Dolls, 28 points for the Quad Squad right now. 10 minutes to go in our first half. Oh, Mouse, she gets out. She cuts the track, unfortunately, not legally. She is going to go to the penalty box for 30 seconds. Respectfully disagreeing, but still going to the penalty box, like she has dutifully done for 10 seasons. Little misbehavior trying to move on the outside, shenanigans. Great legal defense, leans in. Outside at 20 feet, though, you cannot push beyond the periphery of 20 feet of the pack. Remember, the pack is the largest number of skaters represented by both teams. As illustrated by Stabby McDude, bro, piercingly right there. Ah! I always know something good happens when I look away because the crowd hears it before I do. Little misbehavior tries to move along that apex interior, not able to do it. Got about 40 seconds left to see if she can continue to push in this jam. But not to be outdone. Mouse is out there as well. See if she can get around Alligator. Very rarely had a Mouse escapes a Gator, but it happens here fairly often. That is Mouse's initial pass. It would not be appropriate to talk about 10 years of roller derby without this organization. Fast Forward Skate Center. Come discover the fun of roller skating. Some of you may recall, some of you may have been there. Fast Forward, off of the Verona Road exit, is where roller derby started in this town. The practices, the bounce, that wonderful, dank, magical little place full of lockers and excited people. We're so thankful that they've stuck with us all these years. We continue to stick with them. Thank you so very much to Fast Forward. Remember, shout-outs, they're going to cost you $1. They're going to go to our charity partner, Riverbank Food Pantry. Make sure I get that name right because it is important. The River Food Pantry, they're a non-profit organization helping everyone. Shout-out to KY Julie. You're a hot piece of tail. And that only cost $1 for me to say. A very special shout out to Alyssa. Alyssa, 28 years ago, I gave birth to you. The next day was my first Mother's Day. I've been in the poorhouse since. Love you, Mom. That was a good one, right? Got a shout out to the Heat who's out there right now. Heat blocked the quads with a wall of fire. Suppressing fire. That's what we're looking for from the Heat right now. She's got the garmentry on to prove it. 55 Res Dolls Quad Squad are squeaking up at 41. Wipeout Scout, though, may have something to say about it if she is the lead jammer. Though Sequin Destroyer probably has a comment as well to make. Gooderins not able to get up in time. Very smart call. Scout Falls calls the jam quickly. 1 point gain. Sequin Destroyer to edge them ever closer. A shout out to Mama and Papa Mouse. Faithful MRD fans. They've been here for all of these years, and we want to thank you for your support. And of course, you know, encouraging your daughter to play. There's that as well. From Eminem to Pete, here's your shout out. That was it. Now here's your shout out, Pete, from M&M. Happy 3rd anniversary to Aubrey. You are my true love, Crystal. Aww. Now I feel selfish just loving roller derby. 15 points between these two teams. Remember, folks, this is a championship bout. 15 points. Quad Squad are trailing. They may have an opportunity to close that gap as Thrill Show now. Lead jammer coming around straight up the middle. That four-wall of black tries to move to that interior lane. Charlie Hustle lives up to the name and says, not so fast. Is able to knock her down. Now she's got to be able to get around. Getting, I'm going to say, some high-quality assistance right there from Knocking Jay. Also leading up to her name. But in the meantime, 5 points for Thrill Show. Closes that to a 10-point difference. between the two teams. Josho comes up again. Smart play, does not get the back block. She came in with a lot of force. She wanted to make sure she did not have any impact on the blockers in front of her. That is very smart play, and it pays off. Though she has impact on her. You just got 4 points, Thrill Show. Don't hit your jammer rep like that. Freedom Skate Shop, skater owned in the heart of Madison, 434 State Street, also home of the Derby Armory. I can do some armor on my back, otherwise I gotta go over to Integrated Sport and Spine. They take the ouch out of your day, and they absolutely do. They'll straighten you right out. Again, lining up at the 105.5 jammer line. Everybody. Sprout a tail at the back, trying to move along to that interior, pushes back out, cuts across to the inside. I don't even see her. I feel like I'm making it up half the time. Either way, it pays off. She becomes out front as your lead jammer. Little Misbehavior trying to make a move to the interior, and she does. Nice bit of a spin on that interior, stays in bounds to do it, and that's exactly what counts. Sprout and the tail, 6 points, only gains 1, takes that lead to 7 points now. Happy Mother's Day, Susan. Even though I am 28, I will always be your little girl. Crystal. It's funny, I say the same thing to my mother every year. Dear Schmoopy, Happy Mother's Day. I love you. Love, Schmoopy. Skunk Face Boy, thanks for the years of hard work and dedication. Somebody paid $1 for you to hear that, so you know they mean it. That's a hard-earned dollar, but not nearly as hard as how much work you do. Mouse out front of your lead jammer, 8 points between the two teams, 4 minutes, 30 seconds left to play. Maybe a little bit more in our first half. Nice bit of a move. Secret Story gets knocked to the inside. Looks like a forearm on that call. So it is a power jam right now for Mouse, who does pick up that 5th point. Remember, she does not have to be in the box. As soon as she is ineligible to be considered in play, that point is attainable. And that is why Mouse picked up that 5th point on that pass. Trying to do it legally. If her teammate knows one thing, Mouse can plug her way through, and she does, to pick up another 5 points. Trying to inch away from the quad squad right now. Mouse. Nobody stirred on that one except for Mouse. As she came through, she picks up 4 points because Jammer was back in. But not that time. She comes around picking up 5. Gonna try to build up on that lead just a little bit. We're gonna see how that evens out. We've got 3 minutes to play, at least 2, possibly 3 more jams on our first half. Heat's feeling pretty good about that one, as she should. To the little Lebowski, just because. Love, Snarky Vex. I got an appropriate shout out here that just says, Mouse, Mouse, Mouse. Tunnel through the quad squad. How so? She did. A shout out to see Charlie hustle through the quad squad ranks. She'll get an opportunity to do so as she is blocking on that interior very effectively in front of Kentucky Fried Carnage right now. The green controlling the front, trying to hold back Lady Hoo-Ha. Very effectively doing so, may I add. Trying to move to that inside. That tail of alligator whips around, holds her back in time for Slayhound to get in front. Now it's going to be Little Misbehaving. Trying to stretch it in, no pack. Little Misbehaving, she knew it too. I can see it on her face. Remember, you hear no pack, no contact can happen. Little Misbehavior changed. Charlie Hustle may have done the same thing as she is going. Now we've got Jean Lane going to the penalty box. Seems like nobody wants to skate this jam. Everybody wants to sit down. Big bit of a tumble. Thankfully, she didn't fall on the Lady Hoo-Ha. She calls off the jam right there. Minute 46. 2 more points for the Reservoir Dolls. With locations on Madison's east and west side, and a new location in Lodi, as well as Wanakee, Malot's Pharmacy has costumes, wigs, and theater makeup. If you remember some of the ridiculous outfits I've worn here over the years, I got a lot of that stuff at Malot's. They've treated me very well. All right, 105.5 Triple M Jam. Oh my. Gonna get it excited on that inside. And coming around very, very nicely, hazed and contused. Enough time to say, you know what? Nah. I'm gonna call that the psych out play. About 10 seconds left in our period clock. Remember, the jam clock is going to supersede that, so it's all up to the jam clock now. Wipeout Scout, she's out in front. She is the lead jammer. Looks like a forearm, maybe an elbow. Busta Crimes saying, you know what, better have my money. All my money. So she's going to sit and keep her heels cool. Cool as Iceberg Slim. 4 points on the pass for Wipeout Scout. Glock Ness has got to holster herself for 30 seconds as she goes into the penalty box. Thrill Show on the pass, picking up 4. Once again, Jean Lane, as she's got to circle back around until she can find it. No room at the end. Once again, no pack right there means contact-free zone for Thrill Show to pick up another 5. Resdolls try to pull away toward the end of our first half. Quad Squad trying to gain on the last jam of this one. Out of nowhere, Thrill Show bowls over the heat and pays the price. You can't mess with the police on this one. That's going to be a back block call. Went over the top of her. About 20 seconds left in our jam. See how the points will accrue. 65 points right now for the Quad Squad. Reservoir Dolls at 89. All right, as we go to our halftime now, we've got very quick with our interviews.